fellow human beings. I want to test this mic before I go any further. Just tied up the little first fish of this desk. Let's see, it always takes so long to, yes, it's connected, it's up. Okay. Well, mic's on, good. Alright, ow. I almost got everything, I think. Got some dubbing. That, crafter, the Flysmith crafter. The pearl one has some excellent dubbing on the side. My friend found this shark and he gave it to me. I have emotional support shark. Alright, let me set this as far from my elbows as I can. Hey, so got some new flash and kind of having me a time with that, and I wanted to throw some resin on this real quick. Or you know, maybe I'll try this. Some Sally Hansen's. Maybe not though, because the brush is gonna be a little tricky maybe. Not sure. No. I'll use the resin. A little easier to control. Got the AV Craft with me. I think I got all of it. The light is a little difficult. Oop. I always do that. Hope everyone who sees this is having a beautiful evening. I gotta remember to bring the light next time. I just found this. Little desk light. Bank light. That's what it reminds me of. Or, yeah. I have a big old library light somewhere. Maybe I'll go like there. Real cool. Okay. Yeah. I'll do this side first. This is just a little bait fish. I just wanted to finish it real quick. I got a bunch of new tinsel and hair tinsel also. I just hung it on a hanger. Just this like this. Instead of trying to zip tie them, last time I took tiny zip ties, cinched it here, and then cut. Well, you know, cinched it doubled and then cut, which that worked really well, but I'm gonna give this a go. Really nice colors in this batch. And again, it's hair tinsel. Got some kind of pearlescent and a ton of the holographic, but also just kind of speckled, not speckled, but speckled. This is how I did last batch of hair tinsel, which this is pretty easy, but I'm gonna try it hanging. And also some Flashaboo, but thinner, which is really what I wanted, so I'm not sure what color. I did want to make a little odd thing, so let me finish this. Oop, I forget what they're called. Pearl thing and orange thing might have actually been it. So that's just some STAs, weighted eyes. I'm going to use bead chain probably. I did kind of get a bald spot over here. But I'll put eyes on this. Maybe when I can see a little better. Oh, I should zoom in also. Brief warning there. The focus might not work too well. It really likes crisp light, but I haven't found any. I went to the kind of salvage thrift today, which, man, they used to have a whole outdoor area, mountains of bricks, tiles, pipe, all kinds of like industrial material, but they closed that off, so that kind of sucks. But they had loads of stuff. They had some fishing poles, but all of them were missing something. I just didn't feel like all that. And let's see, loads of tools. It's one of the only thrift stores that I know of that has like a dedicated tool section, which I've been looking for. Brass plates, any type of brass really, flat brass, spoons, and then I put eyes on it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make it, yeah, make do that last. So, I'm not too sure what hook. I'm thinking just a saltwater hook. I just want to make a few of these just to have something I don't have to worry about losing. It's like just kind of a chamber of Estas with a few of them have red tags, but I was going to use some of this laser dub. Finally grab some. So let me zoom in. So see if this does the thing. Oh, I also forgot we're on the gimbal. But I could point it upwards. Y'all are super high up. Oh yeah, check this out. I have to get different material. I just had some red wire on my desk that a buddy of mine found in their garage. But 1800. That's an American. I'm not sure how much. I just found it. My dad also collect coins, and he gave me like fair rain ones, but I grabbed all the ones that had holes in it already. And this chain is just one I found. I don't have anything with me. Making a something, a pearl thing, but a pink thing. Yeah, I'm gonna either use brass and make a chain with the salvage beads. They always come out looking really nice. I still might not do this. I just got most of my materials to this desk. I'm only a few blocks away, but I am gonna be moving back into my childhood home with my mom for a good while. So there's that. Mayonnaise, I appreciate it. That's too kind. Too kind, Jesus. Let's go on epic excursion. Yeah, this is the stuff though. I've been wanting to give this a go. The Royal Sissy Senyo's laser yarn. I think I said laser dub. Whoops. But yeah, my dang package got returned. So I gotta check the order to make sure I like put the right address and didn't do typos. That's my biggest fear. But man, got some Z-mint. Yeah, I was gonna use this instead of the tag. And then I'm gonna be using this for the baitfish heads. So use the marabou or craft fur for the tails, and then these tied in, or this tied in the center maybe, and push back so I could get some lead eyes on there. Still trying to figure out how to go about this stuff. I was hoping it was going to be a hair longer, but it's definitely a lot longer than, you know. Alright, anyway. Okay. I'm not sure if I should add like extra weight also. I don't have my pattern books with me, so kind of free free balling it. I guess that's what my mind wanted to say. And I might add some pearl flash. Oh yeah. So I found, my dad had a little niche of the stuff that I made him throughout the years. There's some other stuff, but I made this in middle school. This roach clips. Says Jimbo and Dad with some shells I found at the beach. Gosh, a long time ago. And then this is the first, before I got a vise or any tying stuff, I was using resin. And those are the same, I still have some more of those eyes made at the beginning. But, and then this Christmas ornament of a dolphin fish or mahi-mahi with really cheap clay. It was so brittle. It just, but man, I waited forever for it. And I looked at all the reviews, because even with the crappiest kits, there'll be one that's like the alright one, and the rest are just kind of carbon copies of it. And there's this, which is resin. And this is UV resin. I just used the sun to cure it, and got some hooks in there. It says Lucky Jim. I guess that was his nickname back in the day. And these are from pages that were deteriorating, because most of the pages kept intact are going to be framed, because the magazines, I think the oldest one I have is from the 30s. I have some old women's, Home and Garden or something like that from the 1800s, but as far as like modern kind of magazines, there's some stuff in there. But yeah, that's solid UV resin. I use AI apps. I mean, I did make one AI picture. It was just like you gave it a picture, and I said, "Can you make this like a cart or a comic book?" That was it. But I don't have too much of, and I just, man, nothing beats like, words. I'm from an artsy area, and part of the great, like, part about art, I guess, to me is the textures. That's like a huge difference between seeing a Google image or seeing a piece in person of any given painter. Like Klimt is one that if there's a showing I'd go, because I always wanted to see what those look like in person, but with, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think it's just going to be a different thing. Is that hopeful or what? I think it's super fluid also, which I think makes it so I really don't even know how to think about any of it. Like last I heard from the US government is that we're putting pretty much every bit of everything into AI infrastructure, but then like I heard that there was already like more powerful, excuse my ignorance, I don't know how to even go about putting it into words, but like it's already been surpassed, like what they were building, like, how would you say that? Like they were making, right, huge AI farm in the Gulf or something. I don't know about any of that, but yeah, it's so fluid that anytime I see some form of update, there's always like a huge shift. But and it's everywhere, every single where, it's everywhere. I got it for a reason, but then I started poking around in this flash. It's real nice. Oh yeah, Estes. Flash. Savior of the universe. There she blew. Might as well bring this closer. Man, I'm down about the mail. My mail, I have like bad luck with mail. It just always decides to do something else. And I got some ripple fibers on the way. Real stuff. Ripple fibers with this and all the other stuff. The different textures, so scaly. It's gonna be ideal. This is much lighter. I wonder if there's like an intermediate color I could throw in here. This one was supposed to take 2 seconds, but recently, yeah, Flycraft. So my dad passed away like 2 days ago. It might have been 3 days ago. Last few days have been a blur. Like I came over for dinner, and he was already gone. Like he was still on the couch, but yeah, he was dead on the couch, and like just had a bunch of plans as well. I knew it was gonna it was coming, but like, man, I thought it was gonna be months of hell, but like months to even maybe a year. Again, of hell, like straight misery. But, and, yeah, so I was actually living a few blocks away, and my mom, after she got real messed up from whatever the freaking spamdemic brought around, like real fucked up, coma for over a month straight. I mean, obviously straight, but really just brutal. And like took a long time to walk and even talk, and it was just hell. So she was only starting to get back into, life speed. And then my dad got real sick. Ignored it, and like, man, he's a chain smoker, full-blown alcoholic, or was. And he got a lump under his neck, and they convinced himself it was a swollen lymph node, and I was like, yeah, but it would be even. And I just like really tried to get him to get it checked out, and then one of his doctors said it could have been a pulled muscle, and it's his favorite doctor, so like he just took that as exactly what it was for months until it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then painful. I'm not sure how long this stuff should be. I might change that. But yeah, and then, I mean, he was already not eating because I believe he was medically hooked into alcohol, like, and he just wasn't eating at all for a long time. And really stubborn, so, if you try to get him to do anything, he'll do the total opposite, and just kind of went downhill from there, health-wise. But firm believer in like nothing being able to affect him negatively, like over a pack of cigarettes a day and like bottles of rum straight, really, really intense. Just how surreal, honestly. I always said he was stubborn enough to live forever. I'm going to keep changing. Oh, one part that like last time I was here, supposed to go fishing, and like spent more time trying to figure out what spot like he could possibly get to the water, but he was just too excited and just kept drinking to the point he couldn't really stand at all, and he already couldn't stand. But he said that he's gonna pack everything and have it ready, and sure enough, it was all in the truck, like all the stuff he said he's gonna put in a bag. It's in a bag. All that. Gotta find wire cutters. Here. was so intense then, that, like, when he was still on the couch, I was here for, like, hours. I don't know how any of that works. There's, like, a bunch of cops and a bunch of ambulance people, but, everybody knows each other, because it's a big county, but it's, Lake Worth Beach is a small town. That's why they finally gave us our own name, not just Lake Worth. But, let me just put it under. And for the last like 10, 15 years, my dad's been hoarding stuff, and he would never let me go through it. He would just tell me that it was all gonna be mine one day, or mine like soon. Just, my dad was like really dark, to be totally honest. He used to talk about, you know, departing or departing on his own terms, just like very zero filter. I think is one reason why I really do respect zero filter qualities in folk. And I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, so I've been finding like caches of all the stuff that he said like was there. Cause my dad was not a very emotional person one bit, no, but we had tons of like the same interests and antiques and vintage, mainly like tools, like little wrenches. All my great grandfather's stuff is, been finding it. Just, some of that stuff I haven't seen since I was a few feet tall. Oops. And like this level is pretty nice. I will definitely do a like show and tell if that's something. I mean, it's gonna happen regardless. Alright, this lamp. You put it on your helmet or belt, perhaps. This is always one of my favorites. I did just get a neat jar today from somebody's storage system. I need to learn how to use these because I have a bunch of scraps of leather. I could be making stuff, but it has the arms still. I mean, obviously, yeah. I can imagine what the storage thing was like. A pegboard, probably. Yeah, it's been intense. But, like, I found some of my grandpa's stuff, some of my great-grandpa's stuff. Really into these egg scissors. Which, and great-grandpa's rulers. Got this one, nice brass, nice size. But this one I really like. Metal. I have quite a few of these. I pick them up anytime I see them at yard sales. But I don't have a metal one. Really nice. Anywho. I also found this sweater today for a few cents. Has someone's attempts at recovering the neckline. Kind of fast move for some reason. Man, I for some reason thought this was, I don't know what I'm saying. Well, you know something? This is quite literally a feeler outer anyway. So it's supposed to take 2 seconds. It feels the most even when I do it like that. I really like this stuff though. Yeah, man, my mind is blank. But yeah, my life like tends to be on the chaotic side, but been trying to make the place feel different and keep my mom entertained, quite frankly, and occupied and distracted. But my 8-foot picnic table I miss greatly. Okay, I'm gonna lose this shit. No. And like the tape. Start packing up my. Man, I don't know many like. I don't know. Anyway, I broke my scissors and expressed great sadness. I was like, if only I had a rug under the desk to my friend, and within a few days, the exact size rug, man, fellow salvager. So find like stuff in the darndest ways, and it's always so specific too. I swear it's like magic or something. But here's a 2-second thing. Just wanted something heavy and pink. I don't know what I was thinking with this tail though. The pattern is like a small dart like that, so I'll probably end up cutting it. I just want to see what it looks like first. Anyways, baitfish time. That's what I was most excited for. Maybe I should just get the other hooks. I think I have some out. Yeah. Size 4. These guys. So this is a really bad angle. So Corza, that I believe is called like the pearl thing or some sort of thing. And it's like a vague shape that was just in my mind. They're like maybe a little squid. And proportions are probably totally off. However, I just liked how the whole body's pretty much estas and a little, I don't know, a lot of it. But that thing will definitely be fun to toss around. God, this is driving me nuts though. Maybe I could put the vise on something to make it taller. There's my Cadillac. My Cadillac with Honda wheels. Found a nice sweater today. My, like, bag that I carry out and about that I carry everything in is red, black, and yellow. But it's super comfortable. The thrift store, Habitat for Humanity. Here, let me just zoom on out for a second. So I have to drink some coffee and stuff. Habitat for Humanity has like everything, furniture, clothes, but man, I didn't bring a lot of clothes with me because I, while here, pretty much just wearing pants when my mom has the AC on full blast, or like cotton when the AC takes a shite. So I found a dollar rack there. Man, I don't know how it happens. It'll be all like crap, like full of stains, and everything not will be my size and something that I could get a lot of use out of. So that was nice. Like a bag full of stuff. Was able to at least have. I don't buy new clothes. I won't buy new clothes unless it's underwear, obviously. But I'm sure there's exceptions. But I can't really remember last time I bought new clothes. The fabrics are really uncomfortable and like really uncomfortable and falls apart. So it's pretty pointless. But every now and then you'll get lucky if you get 100% cotton or mostly cotton. But it's a rough state that clothes are in right now. And I know people talk about it, but not enough. Anyway, so this stuff is about an inch and a half. I wanted to, so, well, I don't think I'm gonna try to put lead on this or anything because the shank is so short, but I wanted to use this for the tail, and then maybe this one I'm just gonna go ahead and use some of the craft fur, the barred craft fur, see if it helps, and then do the chartreuse head. Because this stuff does have pearl flash, really fine strands of pearl flash in it. The colors, the bright color pack, and it was really cheap. It comes with a lot. For beginners, pretty ideal. So mess around stuff that I don't have to think about. It's pretty ideal. And this stuff goes wicked with it if you don't mind me saying. But man, I'm blank. Suspended reality is all you can keep thinking. Yeah, but tied a mattress to a car today. That was nice. Nice to get out of the house and tie a mattress to a car. But I still haven't found the tip of this, but I did find this. Scoops. Somewhere. Yeah. A little jewel. And I found another one the other day. And I haven't looked it up yet, so I still have no idea how you go about these. That unscrews, I think. There's a weight. There's a stick. Huh. And it's got two hooks. Like 2 hooks on the pole itself. The other one says crappie stalker or crappie stalker, my bad. Oh. No. Ah. Oh. 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 It's a telescopic. Huh. So that just must go out the front and stop on that. So it's a super long rod. I only saw one eye, and it's the smallest eye I've ever seen. The smallest eye I've ever seen. Right on, maybe. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder what this is. I feel like this is going to be way longer than the fly rod. It's a very small room. Wow, service policy. We will repair or replace sections of the following charges. $5 per section pole. Please add $3.50 shipping and handling. And it just really interesting. 11 feet. I think my fly rod is 10 or 9. 4 sections. That's wild. I didn't explore it that much before because I've just been really trying to organize stuff. My dad had a habit of giving his stuff away when he drank too much, but he would be giving stuff away that's like great grandpas and stuff like that. And one day he just like put it all away. And it was like a hoard. And man, yeah, my dad said like he was like, it's just really dark. Everything in hindsight, like, it's just that's what the shark is for. But found my great grandma's port and starboard lanterns too. She's from Rhode Island, and she really had a lot of really cool relics, if you will. Hey, man, I wonder what wood this is. It is solid. It feels like a rock. I found a like a 2x6, and I thought it was waterlogged, and that was where the weight is now. It's like the same exact weight as I found it floating in the ocean, like a really nice piece of wood. The grain or what have you is so tight that it looks like glitter, or like it's glistening. I don't know what kind of wood it is. I should have taken a picture. It's in my friend's trunk though. I'm gonna use it in something, hopefully. So it's going to be sweet. Ripped out a bunch of Dade County pine from structure and salvaged as much as possible for a table. And yeah, but I don't know if I got around to this. This is that builder gel, and it came with. This is what I think would be really good for fly tying. It comes with fake nails. Use this for carapaces, and this is like a resin putty. Comes with mica, and yeah, man, this is gonna be good. Certain things I just don't have a good time wrapping, and resin, like Dave Hise, I gotta remember to pronounce that right, I think I did, but Dave Hise has a snail that looks like it was made with a resin mold, but it was freehand, and I don't think I could do anything like that, but I've been thinking about that builder gel for a long time for it. People make insane creations. Alright, back to part 2. Got some more stuff dropped off today. I haven't went back there at all. And gonna be painting the house pink. My mom wants a change. She always wanted blue, but pink, I think, she wants like a change in every aspect. And emptied the fridge and then just refilled it today, which, holy shite. No surprise there. Just something nice together. That's like some 80s Barbie pool party. But man, I just can't focus. But yeah, it's definitely a change up. I think I got most of the materials. I have been noticing some things that I forgot. I'm like in a daze also, to be totally honest. That is coming over for dinner, and then gonna go back and, but it's just I can't wake up from this nightmare this time. As if I'm at great grandma or grandpa's stick. I used it as a walking stick. Anywho's, zoom in on in here again. Oh wait, no. Let me run out there real quick. But I also found this chair thing. The weirdest thing, I really needed a computer chair and it just like appeared in a place I looked a million times. Not for a chair, but for other things. But yeah, man, the lighting is really bad. My face is physically tired. But hope everyone's having a beautiful night. I needed to talk out loud. Just was kind of sitting here making little bait fish. I'm mostly poking around, but anyway, I'll be right back. Yeah, man. But been also trying to get behind furniture and stuff. Got the piano moved. Alright. If I can make any color combination. Option paralysis. Yeah. Yeah, option paralysis for real. Can never ever choose a color combination. I don't exaggerate. Sometimes I'll end up tinkering for a good minute, which, man, I keep changing my speed up so drastically that I can't stay consistent anywhere. But I got a lot of paintings I have to sell these next few weeks, mainly for room. My dad wanted to get out of irrigation because physically just couldn't do it anymore and start doing antiques. Most of his friends do antiques too. Like down the street there's a road called Antique Row. It looks like I'm telling scary stories. Let me zoom out. Jesus, spine and belt. Yeah, I really have to remember the phone holder. Nice and long. Sweet. Really. Nope, nope. Dropped a big old blob of it. I think I definitely might get the other packs of these. They have new colors and bright colors, and it's gonna be time for salt water because I'm by salt water. It's really difficult to get this evened out. Man, I tell you what, I'm like out of it. Not out of it, I'm restless, but just blank. I will say tomorrow, I believe some people are going to look at the boat to see if it's able to be repaired or worked on. The fiberglass, the engine, motor. It's a, oh, I could look it up. The boat's an aqua sport, and I live right next to boat ramps, but mainly the Lake Worth Lagoon, which has 2 inlets. Alright, I'm wasting all kinds of time with this. It's kind of nice, but yeah, it's ideal, and my dad really didn't want it sold, and everyone's trying to help by getting it sold, but I'm trying to get it fixed, not out of here. It's just been sitting there for so long, but that's the goal right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Then the crafter. Hmm. I think that's about good. Can't wait to get a little more familiar with how to handle this stuff. I really like the long fiber materials. Make all kinds of bait fish up essentially out of thin air. Ow. Shites. Oh. I wonder what happened, mail. Can't stop saddening on about it. Oh, it's so close feeling. The mail is pearl. I'm starting to feel like home. The desk is a mess. Use green. Also, my man, it's just like, I don't know, it's just too real, I guess. So, gonna start, my mom gets up really early, so I was gonna start going back to my other space, cheese, and like rest up. It's really hard to sleep here. Hear like piano played and stuff from downstairs. Mm. And just that, ow. A little bit smaller space. Quite alright. Been helping at my friends. Trying to keep up with that, and it's draining. And like summer is just out the window. The water's gonna start getting rough and cold. Missed a whole 2 seasons. But I think I'm not really into the pumpkin spice thing, so fall is not my friend. Fall is just a reminder that winter is next. and that the water is going to be real cold. Oh yeah, I mean, I know. Alright. Gotta order more scissors. I do not think that order went through. And this is Fly Smith Crafter. Sawdust here to love. Fall is the best. It is, Sammy Bobo. It is. But it's always also the time that I want to get sunburn, and it gets cold here for, you know, the Floridian, I guess. No one has working heaters. But I will say, for once, I am prepared. I even have snow boots. I mean, it's not going to be snowing anytime soon. I mean, maybe, but it'll be very insulating and waterproof for when it does rain. I want to put something here, something flashy, far from low key. Okay, miss some right there. But I'll just use some like diamond braid. I'll go right over that. Or usually I'll go back down. Put it in there. Oh, I'm not talking too low. Diamond braid. Where did I put that? Oh. Yeah, I haven't finished really in this room, but there's a few pieces of furniture I really can't move. And there's a lot of it, so by the time the other stuff gets moved, I just can't bring myself to ask, like, can you also move this go around? It is a little something other than nothing. Can't get up. Good job. Sorry. I really need to remember the phone holder. It doesn't sit on the desk, it sits on the floor. And oh, I could get it pretty dang level. Probably could have went a little heavier, because because my dumbass ran out of room for. Maybe I might go back. Light. Might, yeah. Gonna go back. Oh, shoot. Okay. I afforded myself no room at all. I might be able to. I might be able to get Marabou. Gosh, just lighting and the focus is pretty heinous. Oh shoot. I can't do this. We're gonna end up with a broken lamp for real. It's just, it doesn't like focusing unless it's crisp shit LED light. Not glorious yellow old dusty bulb light. Poo. Shite. Son of a snatch. I am I just see it struggling to focus. Can we scratch this necklace? Maybe that'll help. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to take out a feather anyway. Where are feathers? Okay. Yeah, maybe this long one. Yeah. I kind of want to add to the body, so might as well try to use the length. This kind feather here. Yeah. Yeah, so, man, got hit to this film called The Lighthouse and we want to see it. I might, at my other workspace, where I usually was, or have been for the last month, there is YouTube TV on the TV. All signed in and stuff, So I think it's on there. If I looked it up right. Should have wrapped this the other way. That's alright. See what happens. Oh, ow. Just realized I'm facing also the AC vent, which okay. Oh. Yeah, I think a long hot whatever. Well, I don't know why I went so heavy on the head. My eyes feel like they're bleeding. About to. No scissors by the end. Like 10 blocks closer to the pier, so I do have added inspiration to tie, because before I was getting a little down. Only had access to doo-doo brown. And it's really difficult to go fishing before Alvaro because my dad really, really wanted to go. Just looking at places, I wasn't able to. Excuse me. Yeah. So I gotta fix the flash a little bit, but let me get this wet. Excuse my feet, they're probably filthy. I've not worn shoes these last few days because I forgot shoes. I only have my sandals and they're leather. They have no grip on the bottom. I bust my ass every time. And that color underneath the bar, it just helps it stick out a little more, so I like it a lot. Stoked to see it move. But till then, probably just gonna tie a bunch of these. I have pretty much everything. I just need to figure out how to do a nail knot and put more leader on the fly line. And yeah, get some of that back going. Something just fell, but I think I'm gonna take a I don't know, a shower or something. Oh gosh, I sweat so much today. Today just, wow. But got a bunch done. Just, man, I feel it. Like, catching up, I guess. Going from shock to exhaustion. Oh, yeah. But anyways, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful evening, whoever sees this. Let me look now. And, hope everyone has a, yeah, man, I feel, anyways, found a nice ball, just don't have the energy to even pick it up. Anyways, yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, and now that I have all my stuff, finally I could really get back to, just sucks. I always really liked texting pictures, because, my dad was the only fisherman in my family. A few people on his side maybe, but nobody really talks to each other on his side. Unless it's like to tell them like why they're inferior. It's not a Brady Bunch, that's for sure. But you know, love them anyways. But yeah, man. Hey, I really appreciate that. The deal for real. Yeah, Nate's, man. I gotta sit down and respond. I've been pretty much using my phone for music, unfortunately, which there's not much change there, but man, the last year has just been like, I only had really one focus or goal, and other than a mobile bait shop and a camper, I was thinking my dad getting back fishing, and it's just an adjustment that I was prepared for. I was just like not prepared for immediately, which again, like my dad was stubborn enough to live forever, and I don't want to get too dark, but I really made sure like there was like he was like I immediately called 911, but like I really made sure there was no pulse or whatever. It was dark, and it's like seared. It's the worst. When the funeral home came, like a few hours later, I went outside because I didn't want to see like rigidity or anything, and I already had like a blanket, and so it was just intense. Not expected at all. Threw me off, that's for sure, but gotta keep going and try not to let anything like lose meaning or anything like that, because it doesn't. It just, you know, and I have like added like internal necessity to get out there and stay out there. But one good thing about fall, it is cooling down. It has been way too hot. Like, I know I blabber on about the cold, but it was real cold. And anyways, happy trails, y'all. I love y'all. I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully I'll have the little drawers and stuff. It makes it a little easier. It's my great grandma's real estate desk from like the 60s, and it's solid. I forgot my anvil because I'm very stoked to get that together and get some spoons. Found a bunch of copper. I can't find any sheet or anything like that, but find something to hammer into a spoon shape. I really want to get back on those, especially for the sand. But yep, have to finish also putting things away and off the floor. It's just, man, last year, like, I feel like I've never been so tired, but it's just, yeah, marching onward. Anyway, happy trails and all that. I don't know what to say. I'm so blank. Like, to be totally honest, this is the highlight of my day, and it just sucks to not be able to enjoy, because I like, it's like when my mind is this blank, I could just like feel every atom of my existence just like, anyway, happy trails.